Welcome back to BallySpring. We go out into the field and start collecting up the grass we mowed and raked in the last episode. But first got a little bit of kind of housekeeping to take care of. I kind of put it out there for y'all to comment on whether you think we should move this to a PS5. And the response is, I don't know, I wouldn't say overwhelming, but primarily people say, yeah, it would probably look better on a PS5. Did have some say, hey, it's your game, do what you want, and you know, hey, maybe it's not worth the effort of having to do everything, get it back to where it was over on the PS5. But I look around the farm, and to me, I don't know, maybe it's my monitor settings, but just, it almost seems cartoonish to me. The colors are a little too vivid. It just doesn't have that gritty, real kind of feel. The details not as fine. So I think you know where I'm going. I'm leaning towards we need to be on PS5. I think I'll enjoy it more. We'll just have to make whatever adjustments it is that we need to make to make sure that we can continue bringing you content here on BallySpring. But yeah, I think that's gonna be what we're gonna have to do. I don't know. To me, that just seems better. I don't know, a little more detail, just a little more, just looks a little more realistic to me. Trees look nice. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but yeah, it does feel better. No offense to the people who are playing on PS4. Well, we've got the silage additive in the forage wagon, so let's get started. Let's put the Land Rover away. I gotta get used to getting in on the correct side. Park it back in the garage so it's tucked out of the way. There's Doug, I don't want to run him over. Tree. Alright. I still think the trees on some of the other maps look a little better. This one looks a little kind of weird to me. Anyway. Alright, I'm going to stop complaining about the graphics. And I'm just going to get to work. But I think in the PS5 everything seems a little better. I don't know why I hear water running. Can you hear that? One thing I did learn when I was getting this set up again. That the money goes down every hour, and it appears like I'm paying for water or something. So I think it's probably water in the cow shed. I put my John Deere hat on too. Just didn't feel right not wearing a John Deere hat. I know I'm driving a Massey Ferguson, but it's my signature Nebraska Jim John Deere hat. So I think one of the attractions to me for this map, or even this style of map, is that, you know, you can't just go get the biggest equipment that's available. You have to put a little more thought into it, what'll go in and out of the gates, on the lanes, and everything. So it makes it interesting, I think. Let's see if we can get going here. There we go. The big attraction to me on this map is the animals. So we got calves over there. We haven't even gone over and looked at them yet, have we? Let's take a little break. Maybe it's the river? Oh, look at that. Oh man, are we gonna be able to? I wonder if I can. Nice. Slip through there. Okay. I like these kind of gates too, where they have the cables or the wires that you can put back. I'll put it up just because I don't want the calves to get away. So earlier I had mentioned that I had the blue flashing screen on the placing the animal pens, and it didn't go away. Somebody commented, I can't remember who it was. Thanks so much for that, though. It is, like I thought, to help you see where it's at visually when you're placing it. I thought it would just automatically go away once you place it. Apparently, there's a sign inside the pen that you have to go up to, and then, oh, look at the little cow. Hey, little guy. Hey, what's going on? Hey, where you going? Anyway, you click on the sign and it'll stop flashing. So there is that. There is also an update to Farming Simulator. Somebody in a comment on somebody's video said that it fixed the animals not showing up on BallySpring in the base game pens and also other mods, not the BallySpring mod. I tested it. It didn't seem to work for me, so I'm not sure. But one of the items in the change log is that they had increased the number of animal types that could appear in a pen. So, I don't know. It didn't look like it worked for me, though. Doesn't look close. Or do I have to come over here and get it? Maybe I have to come over here and grab it to take it back. Yep, there we go. All right, let's get back on the farming. We're wasting a lot of time. Speaking of time, this is the second time I'm doing this. The first time hopped in and I'm so used to running at 3 times speed. And it's like, man, it's getting awful late really quick. Just go run at 3 times speed. So hopefully we can get a little farther before we start running out of daylight if we run at 1 time speed. So normally I try and run at 3 times speed, running 3-day months, which to me I believe is roughly the same as doing 1-day months at 1 time speed. Except you get more day-night cycles. I think it might be better for you on contracts. I'm not sure. And I think maybe you get more options for used equipment because it'll scroll through faster. I don't know. It's just the way I do it, kind of my rationale for it. I like to get more day-night cycles in. I still haven't figured out kind of the trick with weeding. I do have, or weeds. I kind of have an issue where the weeds, you don't visually see them when they're still small a lot of times, especially in a field that's got crop in it. So I haven't quite figured out why. Can't get out without having to. Let's see if I can pull it off. I don't want to hit the gate. I don't want to hit the fence post. There we go. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do the chaff inside the bunker silo. I'd like to get a telehandler like a turbo farmer, which I don't think I even have loaded into the game, so I can't even, I don't have it selected as a mod, so I don't know if it'll, yeah, it won't show up in used equipment. I need to correct that. So all we've got is a skid steer and a bucket. I don't think that skid steer will work very good for compacting. Because I'm re-recording this, I don't know what I've said and what I haven't. The reason we're doing trying to do the silage and the hay and everything is we're trying to get the feed for the cows squared away. They do have a lot of hay right now, which is good. They have food. They're not, well, they won't die in base game anyway. Not like the old seasons in FS19. The seasons mod by Realismus. Oh man, that was awesome. But for the cows to have the best productivity, let's pull up the animal menu here quick. Soar self-made cow shed here. They're healthy, 72%, but you look at their productivity, it's way down at 14%. So all they have is, oh, they don't even have hay, they have grass. Okay, so that's part of it. So the kind of the way animals work on this one's a little different than the base game. I'll have to kind of be aware of that fact. So on Ohio Farm, what I've been doing is I separate the calves from the cows that are producing milk and reproducing. Now in base game, the calves look like all the other cows, but they don't produce milk, and they don't produce offspring. So you can get away with like feeding them hay. They'll be healthy and grow and do everything you need them to do. Just feeding them hay. Now the mature cows, they'll produce more milk, more manure, more slurry, I think, all those things, if they're getting TMR. So it's kind of like why you want to make sure you're giving them the TMR. So anyway, what we want to do is we want to try and get our milk producing cows and our reproducing cows on TMR, so they're producing as much milk as possible. And so to produce TMR, we need silage and we need hay. And ideally we'd want to pad it with straw, but with the bale sizes with these square bales, I'm not quite sure how it's going to work out. That and the feed mixer that I selected just doesn't work well with the square bales because it's a fairly... Why is that gate not open? It's a fairly small feed mixer. Works good with round bales. Because they're a little smaller, or can be. But I wanted to use a square baler. Now, somebody commented, somebody from the west of Ireland no less, that they use round balers there. So I was kind of under the impression that in the British Isles it's more common to see squares, quadrant bales. But knowing that, I may be on the lookout to get a round baler then and try and transition over. But I normally do round bales, so I thought I'd do square for at least for a little while. I'll do squares. Perhaps one of the upgrades down the line we'll go get a round baler. Go out this way. Besides the hint. Oh, okay. Right by the gate over here, so we'll go out this way. I do like the fact that the map makers put the tractors driving around, the telehandler, wheel loader, whatever they all are. It does make it seem like there's more farming going on than just you. I think that was done on Court Farms also. There's like a combine in another field working that you see off in the distance. I think it's even off the map edge. I mean, that's awesome. I think it would be great to play multiplayer, just to, wouldn't even have to necessarily be cooperative or competitive necessarily, just the fact, wow, what's Duck doing way over here? Just the fact that there's more, you know, life going on just would enhance the experience, I think. Not sure how I want to do this. I want to try and keep it localized together as much as I can, rather than have like a big old flat pile of silage in here. So I'd like to have kind of a pile. I think it might make it easier for compacting and working with later on too. But I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. Should we go back where we came from? Yeah, let's just go back to where we came out. Oh. Okay, maybe not. Doug doesn't want us to go that way. Kind of blocking the road, so we'll go this way. The trees look a little better on PS5 than they do on the PS4, but still, I think, I don't know, it seems like the trees on this map are a little different. It's just, you know, not complaining, just explaining. As Mr. CLP says sometimes. It's like on Ohio Richlands, in the build mode, you don't have access to all the trees that are available in FS22. I don't know why. So you can't do like an American oak or whatever. It just has certain trees and not others, which is kind of a bummer. What's going on? What happened? I get myself stuck here. There we go. Am I gonna have to jump out and close the gate? I think so. Oh, can I get by it? I'd like to be able to get by it if I can. Because I was about full. And now I can just go out it. Okay, this is going a lot better this time without the time at 3 times speed. And again, the reason I'm going at 1 time speed here in the month of August, because on console, when you start in the month of August, and even if you select 3-day months, 6-day months, 30-day months, the first month, August, is still going to be a one-day month. There's Doug. It's a little easier to go in from that way. Probably go out too, I don't know. Cows are getting excited. They know they got silage coming. Maybe. We're not going to have a ton. There'll be a little bit in here, but not too much. But hopefully it'll be enough to get us through the winter with the amount of cows that we do have right now. And then in the new year we can look at whether we're going to just grow by breeding or bring in more cows. I'll also have to look into how long do you keep a cow, till what age. I think we've got our older cows right now are 12 and 18 months. So I think probably three years or so, maybe a little more. Or maybe we'll see when the value of the cow starts to drop. That's when you know you want to sell it off. Awesome. Tell Am I'm coming down the road. One of the neighbors. I guess we could probably do a time lapse of some of this. Maybe we'll get something else done today other than just collecting the grass. Okay, this is the last bit of grass off this field. As I was putting the last couple of forage wagons into the silage clamp, the bunker, I was noticing I was getting a bit of wheel slip and stuff. Probably should get a four-wheel drive tractor at some point too. Put that on the list of things that we need to get. We'll see how we're doing on squeezing the air out of the chaff, out of the grass in the bunker too. Obviously, if this tractor's getting wheel slip, we're not going to be able to. Yeah, I'm gonna hit. Well, we're gonna get out. If I'm getting wheel slip with this, I may run in the hedge. Now, I may have a hard time using this to try and compact it. This is our larger tractor. A little Ford probably won't do much good either. I don't know. I guess we'll find out here in a minute once we try and start working the chaff or the whatever, the grass in the bunker there. Yep, I was doing really good for quite a while. I guess it's bound to happen sooner or later. Get around that post. I don't know if I said it earlier or not. The more you drive in and out of the yard, the better you get at maneuvering in it. But there I just kind of disproved that running into the post. I haven't been drinking my coffee this morning. It's all cold. Alright, I gotta try and get this over on this end here, if I can. Excuse me. Now, ideally, we could dump this kind of at the front and let like a telehandler or wheel loader or something manipulate the grass in the bunker, but we don't have that right now, so we're just gonna try and do it this way. There we go. We used about half of the silage additive that we had. I don't know if it's got rear steering wheels on this trailer, on this forage wagon or not. Those always mess me up backing because I'm not anticipating that much help from the trailer. There we go. Don't want to hit the wall though. I want it close to the wall, but I don't want to hit the wall. My depth perception too. It's not great. Don't want to back into the wall either. See, you hear that water running? I don't know. You shouldn't hear that creek way over here. wouldn't think. Silage additive right there for now. Hopefully that's enough out of the elements. Where is the bucket? Kind of, I think we're probably fill up with the milk, but I'm not 100% sure I got the trigger turned off. The bucket's over by the manure. Yep, there it is. So let's see if this even makes a dent as far as compacting goes. It is pretty small. Should be pretty silly. So let's pull up help window. Alright, we're 21% compacted. We got 140, nearly 145,000. It is compacting, not very quickly. And we're stuck. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. We're gonna need to get some sort of roller, I think. Maybe if I can get it good, well, started to get flat, then maybe I can come in with the tractor. Oh boy. Don't tell me. Got it stuck. Ah, boy. If I had a front, I guess I could dig my way out, maybe? It's not helping. this is not good. This is not working. It's just too small for this job. Try the tractor. I don't know if, yeah. Let me work on this for a little while. I'll check back in with you when it's over. I don't think you want me to time lapse this. It'd be kind of boring.
A few moments later.
Alright, so I've got it compacted 100%, and I could blanket it right now. It's what, almost 4:30 in the afternoon. It's August, so we should have some daylight for a while. What are we at? 144, 571. I need to remember that number. Here's the problem, I think. I'm gonna get rid of that help window. Okay, come over here to the cows. So I was thinking that the cows had hay, but what they have is they got grass. Let me bring up animal menu. Okay, here we are. We're in the self-made cow shed here. So food, total capacity. You got milk for the calf pens. There's none in here. I imagine you can put it in there if you got calves in there. So we got TMR, that's 100% effective. And then you have silage, which is 90% effective. And then grass or hay is 60% effective. So in the base game, I think it's 100% for TMR, 80% for hay, and I think grass is like not good at all. So I need more silage than I need hay, and in a bad way, I think. So I'm thinking I want to mow. I think I've got at least two grass fields left. I think I want to mow the other one. And then, yeah. I think I want to mow the other one. So I'll get the Ford. We'll head up to, I think, the field I want to mow. I keep messing up these doors. There. I don't know how I do that, but I did. Let's get the mower here. So I think it's a field across from where the wheat was. I think that's where I want to go. The tail swing on this is just... I wish I had one that folded upwards. Alright, I think this field off to our left is ours. This one here. This is the one I think I want to cut. Let me check, make sure I own it. So here's our farm. Yeah, this looks like field 64. Oh. There we go. Yeah, we own it. Oh, we own 67 as well. How do you get into that one? That one we could do hay as well. Alright, so let's get in here. Unfold that mower. Back up. Not hit the gate. We'll go around and then we'll, after we're done, we'll come back and get the outside. This is a pretty good sized field, I think. Get good at grass work working on this map, I tell you what. I think somebody did a series, I think they called it Celtic, or yeah, Celtic Grasslands. I was gonna say, am I pronouncing that correctly, Celtic, or is it Celtic? And then I thought, well, it's the Boston Celtics. I don't know, show my ignorance again. Why not? The mower's picking up when we hit some of these bumps. Might have to clean up some of that. I like the grass texture. I wonder, so we're doing precision farming, yeah? I wonder if you plow these fields and seed grass, if it comes back growing looking like this grass, or if it would come back looking like field grass that you're used to seeing in base game or other maps. Or if this is the grass texture for this map, even when you seed it. Don't know. We'll have to do a field and find out, I suppose. So I'm doing the silage first so I can get it started fermenting. don't know if I'm going to get done with this today. Certainly not going to get done with it in this episode unless I time-lapse it, so let's do that. think that's the last of the grass off this field. I think there's like a little bit here and there, but I think that's most of it. I think we got about another 100,000 liters off of this field. So that would give us probably close to 350,000 liters in the bunker silo, which we're going to have to get compacted. I'm contemplating a silage roller, but I don't know if that's an expense we can afford right now. They're not cheap. Well, nothing's cheap really, but I think talking 7,000 to 8,000 euros. I'm not sure if that's the best use of our funds right now. So I'm gonna put this in the silo and get it compacted. Hope you like grass work, because I think we're gonna be doing a lot of it on this map. I'd like to thank you for hanging out with me here at BallySpring. Hopefully it's enhanced your viewing experience, the transition over to PS5. And I look forward to seeing you next time. I was looking at analytics on YouTube, and it looks like about, ooh, I dumped it all in the back. It looked like about half of the people viewing the videos weren't subscribers. Doesn't cost you nothing. Help me out. Anyway, see you next time here in BallySpring. And if you haven't checked us out in Ohio or Poland, check out those farms too. Thanks for watching.